Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play RimWorld Alpha 8, once again continuing on with the Lone Rifleman Challenge. And speaking of said challenge, I will say, or I should mention right off the bat, that last episode I decided that I believe I said this in the last episode. If I didn't, forgive me for my poor mistakes that I make every single day of my life all over the place. But basically, I believe we decided that from now on, we are actually, from this point forward, now that we've gotten a nice little infrastructure going for our base, from this point onwards, we are going to go ahead and get ourselves set up with setting in the Rifleman up top whenever future enemy attacks do occur. So that means no more only using melee for everyone. We are now actually engaging the sniper tower into full effect, which is going to be really freaking cool. I think really what I should say about that the most is obviously we can still use our guys for melee. The only change that really does is now we're gonna need to fight in here from now on, just so we could actually utilize the sniper tower. Because really, the Rifleman's post is like one of the main aspects of this entire challenge, and really we haven't been able to use it all that much so far. So I feel bad about that. I actually think we haven't really ever touched it. So it'll be good for the challenge. It'll be good for increasing like the excitement of the play in general, in being able to see how things are actually going to get impacted and changed now that we are going to have to like do a we're gonna have to be more cautious with how we handle the fights from hence onwards. But anyways, with all that in mind, we definitely want to consider how we are also going to be expanding our base in the future. We actually don't have a current research project. I totally forgot about that. Let's, I believe the challenge said that we could use as many mortars as we liked. Let me see. You can have up to 3 turrets, yada, 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 big catch, melee. Don't see anything about mortars quite yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and imagine that we could utilize as many mortars as we possibly want. That would make a lot of sense, actually, to be completely honest, because if anything would kind of like break the challenge, it would be sieges. Enemy sieges are just not really fair for, I mean, obviously the game wasn't designed to work with this challenge in mind, but definitely let's just say sieges are going to be our biggest threat in regards to this colony, because we shouldn't be able to let Solaire leave a sniper post, or at least that's what our plan is from now on. So any method that we could have to actually attack them from afar would be very, very handy and dandy, and chocked full of love, to say the least. So let's go ahead and harvest all those plants. We definitely want to do that as soon as possible. We won't harvest more than that, because everything considered, I think I would really prefer to go ahead and actually close off this bottom area. At least the next time enemies arrive, I think we definitely have to close that off, because we're going to want them all to come through the top. And obviously we can't have them risking coming through the bottom. That ruins the whole point of the challenge. So I'm not going to close that off quite yet. I think I do like the idea of keeping it open, especially since there's so many resources still all over the place. Also makes it really quick for us to get to certain mining points that are lower down on the map. It's a little bit unfortunate in that regard, but we'll be able to manage perfectly fine. However, we do choose to handle the future events that will be popping up for us here. So what I think is probably a good idea to get started with right now is let's actually go to floors. We'll grab, wait, how do we make, okay, sand, okay, cool. So there is, specific flooring to, specific materials. So that's limestone. There we go, limestone tile. We're just gonna make limestone way out here, as we usually do whenever we get the death quarter set up, just to make sure that no trees grow in that area, because otherwise that's just gonna cause us a whole buttload of problems. In regards to trees like blocking the way and making it so this area is completely inaccessible in the future. Might also be a good idea here. Let's make it a little bit bigger. We'll do like boom, boom, and then boom. Nah, I think that'll look nicest. So, then we'll have the limestone placed all over the place. That'll be super good for us. Probably should also get limestone placed, down here, like I usually do for that as well. So let's go ahead and get started on that. That's gonna take up a lot of our limestone, which is a little bit unfortunate, but, you know, we've got limestone blocks, like, up the wazoo that we could go ahead and start gathering. We might actually want to haul some more, though. So why don't we go ahead and do that right now? We could get rid of that. Was there anything up here? Oh, we could get rid of those. As long as enemies don't attack us anytime soon, we should be more than safe to go ahead and continue handling this thing. Or moving any things that we would feel the need to. So, dude is passing by. Okay, cool. We don't care about that. I hate all the dudes who come by just to say hello, and then they're pooping all over the place, making us feel really bad about our predicaments in the world, because they're all like, oh, hey there, jerkwad, how's it going? You don't mind if I take a big old dump over your land? And I'm like, well, yes, I do kind of mind. And they're like, oh, too late, too late. Or too late, I've already done it, so sucks to be you. I just hate the people. Like, that's what I'm summing up there. I really should lock all my doors so they can't get in and out. I don't know. But actually, that's one thing I want to test. Let's actually see this. I feel really bad now because I forget what commenter actually mentioned this. But let's go ahead and grab Daniel, because Daniel's probably gonna do something important, but you know what, that's fine. Daniel, you're gonna go in here, at which point we're going to lock this door. So it's locked, locked, and locked. And now we're going to actually have Daniel drop his key. What am I doing? Need to go to gear. Yeah. Oh, shoot! He can't drop the key. Okay, so basically the reason why I point that out is that, way back when, I think this was still when we were doing the A Man's Gotta Eat challenge, one of you guys out there, guys or gals out there in the comments mentioned, hey, you complain about not being able to get your people to do things you want them to do. You worry about trapping, you say that you're not able to trap people in rooms when you would like to have designated rooms for them to be stuck in. So what that person suggested is, maybe if you set up the lock the doors thing and then have them drop the key, that will cause them to get locked in, because the doors are locked and they don't have a way to get out. Unfortunately, apparently you just cannot drop the key in general, so because I presume we cannot drop the key even if they're outside of a room like that. Yeah, it's just not selectable. That is very interesting. Makes a lot of sense, since I would imagine you wouldn't want to accidentally lose your key, like if you dropped it and then it fell into a fire and burnt away. That would be pretty awful, so I can see why that would not be possible in the game. Do have a solar eclipse, not really going to cause us much of any problems, seeing as we aren't getting any solar power coming into our base. So that's fine and dandy. Boy, it's like a hard candy Christmas. I may have already made that joke. I don't know whether or not I did or didn't. I apologize for my insolence. That's just something I need to do every day. Every night before I go to sleep, I get down on my hands and knees next to my bed, look up to the sky, and just apologize for my insolence, you know. I mean, I think it's something that every one of us needs to do every once in a while, because really, who hasn't been insolent at least once or twice in their life? I don't even really know what insolence means. Like, I believe it has to do with, like, disobeying? I don't know. Like, because when I think of someone saying, like, oh, curse you for your insolence, I think of, like, Doc Octopus saying that. Like, I think of, like, supervillains saying that kind of thing. I don't really think of people, so I don't know what that even frickin' means, and I don't know what I talk about half the time. So let's go ahead and finally close that off. That's actually gonna roof in a hell of a lot of our place, which is gonna be really nice. It actually did roof up everything, so that makes me very happy. I was a little bit concerned that this whole area was not going to be fully roofed in. But that's really good for us, because now we could actually go ahead and go to production, or furniture, probably. Yeah, furniture. I should have known that. we could go furniture and start putting down some dining tables. So that's gonna be pretty freaking cool for a base. Let's go ahead and create like a basic one right there, and then probably like 2 1-1s, one right there and one right there. That's like the weirdest dining table the world has ever seen, and actually the chairs are gonna lean against the wall, so you know what, that's not a good idea. I hate it when the chairs lean against the wall. It just looks really weird to me. Okay, well, how about this? How about a Waluigi? Actually, that's Waluigi. You know what? Let's just make a Waluigi sign. That'll be perfectly fine. Okay, wood. One right there. Oh, but then it's leaning against the wall. Okay, you know what? This is the worst. Okay, how about this? Right there. No. No. Horrible design. I apologize for my insolence, since I am so insolent here. Okay, we're just gonna have... But I can't put 2 tables because there's not enough room. Oh my lord. Okay, how about this? F everything. You know what? Here. We're doing this the dumb way. Boom. 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 Yeah, what the hell? It's the world's worst dining hall! Behold! No one thought it could be done, but it has been done indeed. And let's just line all the chairs up like that. There we go. World's worst dining hall, but it's fine. It's good! It's good! As Frank from It's Always Sunny would say. In that one episode where something happened. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I just, like, need to... let my mind go to a place that isn't filled with sorrow and despair. Okay, so it's high time we got our cooler set up because we have waited way too long to get to work on anything like that. What I think that probably should mean is that because we want the air to go somewhere that isn't really going to be much of an issue to us, maybe we should actually make the orbital trade beacon in like this room back here. Yeah, I actually think that'd be really cool. That's a lot of open space. Orbital trade beacon can go right there. We can leave it roofed and just have a little bit of space. That means enemies still can fly in there, but I think that's gonna be less likely depending on how much room we actually have set up for the orbital beacon. I don't know. I don't know. And actually, that'll be good because I need to test more with the orbital trade beacon. Because I'm pretty sure, like, here, let's actually pause one more time for this. With the orbital trade beacon, this is what I'm actually not sure about how it works. Obviously, the circle is like the radius of where it can lift off and drop things, but let's say that the orbital trade beacon is right there. And just for the sake of simplifying things, let's just grab some sandstone walls. Let's say that the radius of where things can be picked up and dropped off is like that. So that's the whole area where things can be picked up and dropped off. But then let's say that we actually have, like, this much is actually revealed by light. Like, this much is actually open to the outside world, while the rest of this is actually covered by a roof. But it is still technically in the orbital trade beacon, like, radius. What makes me wonder then is if we have items out here, would we still be able to trade those items despite them not being, despite them not having, like, a clear, view of, like, outer space or something like that? Because the way I imagine the orbital trade beacon works, as I'm sure you guys would, is that the stuff gets, like, launched up into the sky. So if there's a roof in the way, then of course stuff can't be brought down or can't be shot up because the roof's in the way. It would just either land on the roof or the items would hit the ceiling and then fly back down or fall back down. So I don't know. Basically, what I'm trying to ask is, if this is all roofed in, and the orbital trade beacon is right here, and that's the only area that actually has, no roof, do the items all need to be inside here, or can they actually be tradable when they're outside? We'll need to test that. Maybe we can actually test that out in this video here. So I'll have to try to do that in the future. That'll be a fun thing for us to do, I think. And what should be nice for that is, since the heater, or the side of the cooler that actually is the heater, is going to be pointing outdoors, then, at least in my mind, I imagine, we should not need to worry about the heat or heat issues, because it's gonna be technically outside. So, the outside temperature would probably counteract the heat that the heater is emitting, or at least it would be less hot than something indoors. So, we do have a tribe. They're planning their attack before actually attacking. Perfect timing for Solaire to go ahead and get into his action once again. So, since it's a tribe and they're in high numbers, I think I would actually prefer to start setting up our first couple of turrets. So I think I would definitely like to go with the plan of having like 2 of them. That's probably a bit too close to our guy. Maybe we'll put the second one right there. I don't think we need 2 of them right off the bat, but let's go ahead and try building 2 of them right away. So we'll have Droid. Actually, who are our best crafters? Because then we need those things finished quick. Droid, that is awesome, and Solaire. I actually was not imagining Solaire to be one of our main crafters. That's pretty cool. Then you can actually work on that one, good old buddy, old pal, old friend. They're a little bit far from the metal, which is unfortunate, so I'm not sure if they actually are going to be able to gather enough resources to finish those things. Probably not. Yeah, Droid actually canceled his work on that. Droid, you do one more. Then I think we should actually probably let everyone get some rest, which kind of really sucks. Of course, they're beginning their assault. Was that enough, Droid, my friend? Prioritize building. No, it was not! Okay, so we do not have turrets for this fight. That sucks the butt. But you know what? Oh, I said butt again. You know what? That's fine. We'll just deal with this. We might lose someone, but really, actually, I think we have just as many people as they do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, what am I doing? That's 5 people. I don't even need to count. 5 versus 5 might be a little bit tricky. You gotta trick it. Yeah, that's 5. But I think we should be able to handle them perfectly fine. So, Solaire, you could go ahead and get to your good old battle station. Everyone else can meander right up there. And the thing is, I want Droid to shoot them, but I'm also a little bit hesitant about that because I don't want... Okay, Droid will handle him if he doesn't fail. Oh my god, Droid, I hate you so much right now. Whatever, everyone else can melee attack this man. I mean, Solaire, that's not Droid. I love Droid. I couldn't hate Droid. And I love Solaire too. I'm just a little bit upset with him, seeing as he decided to be a dingleberry today. Oh, but he almost killed that tribesman. Okay, Droid, Solaire, your name isn't Droid. You get out there and shoot him. He's still technically, like, at his tower, I suppose, so I think that's okay. Then everyone is, like, really far away. And that guy's in a good position. So let's move Solaire back up into his little spot. Grab you. We won't grab the man yet, seeing as... Oh, no, cancel the man! Okay, good, we canceled the man. Wait, there's a shiv right there! That's a shiv! Why didn't I go... Grab the shiv, person! Droid! Oh, yes! Now everyone is an almighty warrior of justice. So let's go ahead and have the rest of these jabronis go ahead and head up top. Deal with this man. Once he is eliminated... No, Balluno, you're doing the wrong thing. Kill him. There we go. Once he is dealt with, shouldn't have that much to worry about. And you know what, actually, I hate to say this, but Solaire, you're going to be... Oh, good. He's going to be dealing with the fires right now, seeing as we shouldn't need to worry about the rest of everyone, especially since... Balluno! Hit the man! Hit the man! Come on, bro! Good work. Okay, so now they are actually fleeing. All of them will deal with the fire. Solaire should probably get some sleep because I think everyone's going to be in need of sleep before too long. Looks like Solaire is actually going to be the first one to handle that though, so that's okay. You know what? I would love to get another colonist, but especially since it actually is a tribesperson, I think we're just going to let him rot. Because I don't feel an incredible need to get additional additional colonists at this point. And I am still very much so in the mindset that the less people we have, the better in some regards, because that would actually make me feel a bit more secure. So let's actually go ahead and continue work on getting one of the mental break soon. Daniel! Oh, shoot! I was expecting it to be Solaire, seeing as he's too smart for his own good. What's going up with you, buddy? Urgently hungry. Okay, yeah, so that's his big problem. Let's go ahead then. And Solaire is probably sleeping? No, he's not. Oh, Solaire, what you doing over there, buddy? Oh my god. Okay, well, whatever. Then change of plans. We stripped everyone with other people. Droid, you can strip him. Oh, and he's gonna burn the body! Good work, Droid! I thought Solaire was the only one who was going to do that, but luckily I was actually completely and utterly wrong because I'm a cow and I've got utterly udders or something like that. So, what should we work on next? We actually do have the cooler set up, so that's pretty freaking awesome. That means we need to really, really lower the temperature, so let's go ahead and get the temperature lowered. I think we only need it like at 0 degrees Celsius to freeze. That's the thing that's gonna be really, really good about this game, because that's gonna help me with my degrees Celsius. I'm much more familiar with Fahrenheit. And I really should actually know what the difference is. Well, let's see. Fahrenheit, like 70 degrees is usually nice. So, if the average temperature with like the coolers and stuff like that is 20, so there's like a 50 degree difference roughly, I imagine. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to be wrong and then be a silly man. So we have some fires going on down here. Really sucks, because I think that's gonna ruin our poor Zeragium plants down here. Oh! Fires are— Rain! Oh, Rain, you are the greatest, Rain. Rain, come again and stay another day to my whim. Or something like that. Oh, I keep on meaning to create a stockpile zone in here, so let's go ahead and do that. Select you, storage. We want this to be only food. So let's get rid of everything else. Resources, manufactured is... What the hell is textiles? Oh, so it's like cloth. Interesting. Well, that could be a no. Medicine is a no, and shells is a no. Raw resources, that's all those. Okay, yeah, so we only want the foods. Cool. I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't a type of food somewhere else as well. So then, with that being all set up, everyone should start putting the foods in there, and then let's go ahead and keep an eye on this to see if they actually freeze. Not looking like it yet. Okay, then. We lower it another 10 degrees. Still not freezing. Wait, what the hell? Why is this so hot? Why is this so warm? Cold. Let's make it minus 29. Get colder! This cooler sucks. This cooler is... We got jibbed, man. This cooler is not providing us the power means that I thought it would. Oh my god! I never finished that! Well, it's a good job I checked on that. That's a lot of power that we haven't been able to utilize. But also, to be completely honest, we actually haven't been using that much power, everything considered. So, I think it's probably also a good idea to build a conduit wall up there and up along that one as well. So we'll go ahead and do that for now. Oh, shoot! Especially since actually a turret connected to that would not be gaining power at all. So, that is my bad. Can we actually then go ahead and add, remove no roof region. Wait, no. Add no roof. Wait. No, I want a roof. There should be a thing to add a roof, because I want to add a roof right here. But obviously I can't. Or maybe I can. I just need to fully build that. Oh god, that's annoying. Okay, well, what we're going to do then is to go ahead and try utilize this the best we can. We also want to be quick about this, seeing as I don't want this to exist when enemies actually attack. And you know what, actually, just to try to, like, save resources more, now I'm gonna have to re-put down that limestone. Oh my god. Okay, you know what, never mind. We're gonna work on limestone flooring first, so let's go ahead and put all of this back. There we go. Then, I'll go ahead and concern myself with that once all that limestone has actually been finished. In the meantime, what's going on with these? I want these to freeze. Freeze! I command you, this room is too warm. Minus 60. Okay, there we go. Oh, wait. Minus 69 degrees Celsius. There we go. Okay, so it's starting to actually hit the negatives. My god, this room is surprisingly hot, apparently, because no matter, like, how we affect it, it's just not getting cold. Oh, it is frozen! Oh! swaps from... Wait. Oh, but it's refrigerated. Oh, so we don't want it to be frozen. We just want it to be refrigerated. Okay, let's add 10 degrees then. Because then we'll just stay refrigerated, and it will take much longer to spoil rather than actually being frozen. That is a much smarter way to handle this. Okay. Remember, guys, I am new to the coolers. Despite how many videos I've done since, Alpha 8 came out, I really have had, like, no experience with the coolers since we were in the tundra and eating human meat primarily. So, didn't really have much of a need for them, to be completely honest. But, good news now is that all that is refrigerated. Shouldn't need to worry about that. Oh, no, a mysterious blight destroyed all of our crops. At least some of the Zeragium is finished. I don't want to lose that stuff. We just got it. Luckily, we do have all that food, though, and it is indeed still refrigerated. This is the world's worst table setup, to say the least. It's just pure garbage. Okay, then. I think, seeing as I'm probably not going to expand anywhere northwards, let's go ahead and, I'm gonna need to use steel because otherwise this is gonna look awful. We're gonna start making individualized rooms. So, this is not going to be the best looking one, seeing as the door is gonna be a little bit off to the side. So, you know, why don't I just put the door right there? That means we can put the bed over there, and that should look nice. This way, we finally start getting some good old beds in for our people. So let's go ahead and go for sandstone, since that's like the... stone is the material that I really like to utilize the most, and then we could have 2 lights, but, well, it doesn't need 2 lights. Let's just do 1, and keep it away from the bed, and we, you know what, yeah, I'm a pig. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's go ahead then, and also add a plant pot. We'll put it probably right about there, so it's next to the bed. That'll look nice. But then again, it could be symmetrical. You know what, let's make it symmetrical by putting it on the opposite side of the lamp. I think that'll look pretty good. Then that'll be awesome for us. We can actually get rid of one of the beds in one of the rooms. Probably should get rid of this one here. I don't necessarily want to get rid of that one, but I think it's probably the best idea, seeing as that's the only room that's occupied by 2 people right now. I would much rather get rid of this one so someone wasn't sleeping in the dining hall, but you know what, that's perfectly... that's fine. We'll just deal with it. Group of people are visiting the colony. Nobody cares about their lives or whatever they want to do. I mean, I care. I care about those poor fools, but you know what? I don't care enough. Bacon I got rot. Or they could all go rot. Or something like that. Can we change what plant this is? No, it's a daylily. Oh, no, we can! Oh, that is so cool. It could either be a rose or a daylily. Okay, so we'll do that one. We'll make that one a rose, and future ones we'll try to make daylilies. Sandstone pot, kind of like an ugly color. It kind of looks like it's actually a toilet that was like smothered in feces. But, you know, that's okay. We'll just deal with it. So that means... which one of these 2 has been with the colony longer? Let's see. I'll base it off of that. Daniel was one of our originals, so I'm sorry, droid, but you still get to sleep in that poor little room for the time being. Well, whereas Daniel gets a nice upgrade. We really, oh god, I really should have, like, tried healing people. Oh no, that's just heat stroke. Never mind. Is droid also heat stroke? Yes, it is, but also a permanent stab scar. I probably should have tried to heal that earlier, if that actually was the problem. Yeah, I was not imagining heat stroke was going to be a problem right now, so I don't know if we're entering summer. Let's go ahead and start turning on the coolers, though, because I think that's probably going to be a good idea, and it's probably also a smart idea to actually put Solaire and Balluno all into that room so they could actually get healed from that. Really? We got pirates already? Well, that's a little bit annoying. Oh, and one of them even has some armor. Man, these guys are actually pretty well equipped. We need a cowboy hat for our dude as well, but we'll probably give him a steel military helmet for the time being. And then, unfortunately, he's gonna get a downgrade. But an upgrade in style, to say the least. The good news is all those people are here, so that's good. That's gonna be good for us. So, they are attacking immediately, so let's get everyone indoors. Probably makes it a little bit extra good that we just... Actually, it is nighttime now. So hopefully heat stroke won't be a problem anymore. It actually is still pretty freaking hot, despite Despite how cold it is, because you have to imagine it's nighttime and it's 34 degrees Celsius. That's like as much as it was on a relatively hot day for the most part, if I am correct about that. But since it is night, they should be perfectly fine. So let's move them all out there. Daniel, you could go ahead and move up there as well. Solaire can go into his good old sniper post as per usual. Let's turn that thing on. In the meantime, we could turn you off. Did we actually get the power set up here? I want to test that. Let me see. Yes, we did. Awesome. Okay, so that's another power source coming in. That makes me very, very happy that I actually fixed that problem. Because that was a really, really stupid problem, to say the least. Come on, guys. Fight back. Fight back, you idiots. Okay, good. They're finally starting to fight back. They're probably all gonna die. In fact, I think Lauren is actually just fleeing for her life. But Naoki is actually fighting. Some of them have started. No, that's Maker who's taking damage. One of them has taken damage. Only one. Marker! You foolish fool! No, it is Maker. It's the Maker from the Mist series. So that's a pistol that was dropped. Any good gear on this? No wonder Naoki sucked. It's a freaking janitor. Okay. Well, that's a little bit annoying. One with the shotgun is gonna get taken down pretty easily, though, so that's good. Then we just have a pistol, an M24, so that person is not gonna be very scary. M16 is a little bit to fear, but you know, it will be perfectly fine, I think. So, oh shoot, did one of them leave? No, he's right there. He just took forever to, like, enter. Okay, well, let's go ahead, let our turrets start dealing with those dudes. Sucks that apparently our sniper post is not actually within, like, a radius of being able to hurt the enemies. So we'll back up a little bit just for the time being. Seeing as Solaire's... Ah, Solaire, you suck so bad. Okay, Solaire, never mind. You're swapping targets onto that guy. Turret, you should set target on him. And then everyone else get ready for melee attacks up the wazoo. So, then also you beat him up. Oh, that's a little bit scary to me. Here, we're actually gonna swap this over to that guy. Solaire, you should continue firing upon him. I'm gonna let him fire because I think he is aimed at the right person. Yes! And they are fleeing! Victory is ours! We have triumphed over evil. We actually do have a piece of medicine now, too, so that's extra nice. You, wait, no, wrong button. I pressed B when I meant to press N. Fire upon that fool! Fire! In the meantime, I don't want everyone to come in yet. A little bit of damage. Okay, that's fine. So now we should probably, stop the force attack. Just want to double-click that to make sure. Okay, yeah. Then we can power you down, and everyone can actually go ahead and get ready to get, back to their regular bee's knees. So, got a new person. Expert miner, cook, and social, and constructor. What is this one? Naturally upbeat about... Okay, so permanent mood effect plus 15. That is really, really, really good. And cool skinned. That could be good or bad for us here, to be completely honest. That's the one thing that I actually did not really consider when choosing this, the arid shrublands, or Arab shrublands. I still do consider this place kind of like the easy mode map, but heat stroke is actually probably going to be, even more frequent than it's been in the past for us. So I definitely do need to remain concerned about that. Probably should want to add some more heaters. Probably one right there, one for the hydroponics room, and probably one right there to cover like this whole area. And of course one for the personal room. Because then that would actually cover pretty much everything inside of our base, so that'll be nice. In the meantime, though, I'll have to decide whether or not we want to... Oh my god, that's an escapee? That tells me that that person's a prisoner, and that's a prisoner who's, like, naturally upbeat. Kind of a weird thing. I would not imagine that an escapee would be naturally up... I mean, I don't... Because if they're an escapee, that tells me that they're a criminal, you know? And I don't... when I think of criminals, I don't really think of upbeat. So, let's have Balluno go ahead and strip down all these people. We'll grab the headgear later. Next video, I definitely think we need to actually get started with, bada bam bam boom booms, aka getting up our communications setup, because we have so much to sell. We've got, what is that? Oh, herbal medicine, or herbal medicine. That's awesome. our Zeragium plants have finally pulled through. That's really, really cool. You know what? Let's just go ahead and cancel these growing zones. There's no reason to continue having them. Those plants will grow, and then we could harvest them once they are fully grown. But yeah, so that's one more thing of medicine we have, and now we also have 3 Zeragium plants. I imagine they're probably not nearly as good as the regular medicine, and they actually do need to be refrigerated, apparently. So let's go ahead and actually add them to the storage. I don't know what exactly they entail. Zeragium is not there at all. I don't see it. Hopefully I didn't just miss it. So what that tells me is that it's not gonna be a meals, yeah. That tells me that it's probably something that's manufactured, not in there, of course. Oh god, no, I didn't mean to click on you. Medicine! Herbal medicine! There we go. Okay, so herbal medicine can go in there as well. What the fudge is Glitter World medicine? Advanced medicine supplies from a high-tech Glitter World. That is very interesting. Okay, so yeah, I imagine it goes lowest tier medicine, despite just regular patching up wounds, to middle tier, and then the best tier. So that's pretty interesting. But anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like, a comment, and or subscribing if you have not. I am the EggScrambledGamer, and I will see you all in the next video. See you guys then!